So
Yeah.
Giovanna, definitely way to go. This is a character that just does so well. What a great round style.
Yeah, she definitely has like that 5K. You see it, maybe like already just going up and doing reacting to Marvelo out of that pressure.
I liked a little bit of the dash. There goes the 2D, or 2-doggo, as we like to call it.
That's really good. I like that.
Oh, wow. That was actually a great uppercut because of the vacuum. It brought Marvelo back, but just not going to be able to get the full combo off of it.
We're going to go ahead and do our charge into super. Now you put Giovanna in this position, but she doesn't want to do. She doesn't really have a lot of options, but once she's out of that pressure, she can't get out of it, actually,
No,
as we can see from
really
Marvelo.
can't. Great defense, though, from Adri.
Like one hit, but no conversion off of that. Applying the pressure. 6P coming out. And another 6P answer from Marvelo. Very good stuff.
That was a really good defense round there for at ABY, but you know, sometimes like Marvelo's just ready.
Oh yeah, and definitely like a player of that caliber has to be ready in this type of situation. Especially against Giovanna, where she kind of RPSs you to death. It's an interesting. A nice 6P. You have a lot of meter to work with here as well, so you can be able to the super with the burst. Really
Very good timing on that burst. Actually was able to input it before the startup of the overdrive, so it wouldn't have canceled out. This is a last chance scenario. Goes for the purple RC to keep safe. Oh, what a call out.
That was such a good read from ABY, but another good read coming up from Marvelo to DP in that situation. Because, yeah, ABY, it's such slow health, you might as well go for it, right?
Yeah.
Duel 1.
Going into our second round of the set. Let's see if ABY was able to answer right back.
The dash cancels between these two, or the dash blocking, is insane. You can tell that they're playing at a very fast pace right now. And Marvelo is the one that has the lead here with these staggers.
Yeah, and going to be able to catch out some kind of option there between us and ABY. So we go to the second card into super yet again. The classic stuff that you see from Marvelo and Chip. Just a 6K to kill it off. It's just enough damage.
That overhead was just like so slow, but like so far. It was crazy.
Oh, and the 6H immediately. You're not going to get a counter hit off of it, but damage isn't as much as it could be. Nice 6P.
ABY trying to capitalize on this full screen and gain back momentum, but that was a great 6P into the overdrive that actually connects. Very well done there from Marvelo. Still too far from the corner. Good throw tech, both players with burst though.
You have a situation where ABY is able to kind of turn the momentum around a little bit. He has some meter to work with. 6P is just doing so much work. But Marvelo, again. And the burst coming out. At least that is your saving grace if you are able to get this round.
Oh, no, not at all. The quick RC into the overhead was perfect for Marvelo to take it, and we are up 2-0 in his favor.
Yeah, and I think we just saw the song switch come out from ABY, so again, it could be the power hub. This is, I just want to say, that's the exact same round start that we just had last game. The burst coming out right after the J2K. And again, trying to make ABY able to start the pressure, but Marvelo recognizing the situation, able to punish the Sparrow Arrow all the way into a record super.
This is really good job here from Marvelo as ABY is trying to stay alive, but we are just getting teleported all over. That was a great block on the YRC, and Marvelo takes this first round with a little bit of a purple RC to spice it up.
Yeah, you know, you gotta let him know sometimes. You're gonna get the counter hit.
And a great pickup too with it.
Grab coming out. This is the Chip roller coaster. You have to start guessing right now, or else it's not going to turn around.
There goes that burst, having to use it in this moment.
There's the burst as well coming out. Marvelo. Looking for 3, but you're going to cancel it and get the overhead, and that's going to be it. A fast 3-0 for Marvelo. Staying on winner's side, going to be moving on. Dang.
That was very tough. That was actually a really tough moment there for ABY. But, you know, I think that was a great, like, eye-opener at how quickly, you know, just Chip goes.
Yeah.
That last part, again, like, that's the crazy thing about Chip and characters like him, where you start implementing fast RC cancels, and you have to deal with like multiple hits on that overhead. That's just not exactly like fun to deal with.
Yeah, and there are multiple, like there's a way for you to be able to only hit like the first or second hit of the overhead as well. So it's like you have to recognize the height that chip is at and being able, because like you can do like a first hit of JH into a JD, and that'll sometimes make it whiff, sometimes it'll make it hit. So it's like, oh my gosh, I have to guess. It's kind of similar to doing like a safe jump with Bridget's like 5S.
Yes.
It's like pretty much the exact same concept there, but still great stuff from Marvelo. Moving on winner's side top 8. But
Yes.
up next.
That's actually winner's finals. I think that he'll be sitting pretty comfortably.
Oh, that is very good. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Coming out.
And our next potential match here is going to be winners semifinals again, but this time it is MFCR versus Four Face Buttons. MFCR, again, once more, a player that we all know and love. Leo,
Yeah.
as many people look up to him as the Leo King himself. And then Four Face Buttons has just been making this run incredible since then.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to watch. And this is Miguel's first time on stream today. You know, fantastic player. Everybody knows about him. Just getting second over at DreamHack Atlanta, or sorry, San Diego.
Yes.
Losing to Hotashi, but man, what a run that was put on by MFCR. It was so great to see.
Couldn't agree more with you there. And of course, you know, this is definitely something that you want to be very comfortable in, and you really want to like give yourself like out to, especially when you're at like these monthlies. You know, coming out here and really showcasing. Again, this bracket isn't like easy. It was actually very sweaty with many people in this bracket. I think it started off at like 50 when pre-registration happened.
Yep.
And ended up being like 68 practically. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. And we also had a $100 pot bonus, I believe, that was added because we got over the 40 entrants initially. That was blasted out of the water like immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
You love to see the turnout of these types of local events. You know, everybody support your locals, please.
And we're gonna power up with the song.
The crawl. This is a good song. I'm a big fan.
This is a pretty good song.
I'm excited to see what both players are going to be able to pull out of their pockets here, what kind of tricks they have up their sleeve with each of these characters in the matchup. I feel like Leo does have a pretty good amount of options of dealing with most of these things. You know, just DP by itself, being able to like beat a lot of things, but you also have the projectiles to deal with like the beach ball, being able to hit Dolphin as it's approaching you and everything, just kind of throwing it out every once in a while.
Just realized these are also the two charge characters in this game going at each other. What a great high beat. And here we go. You are going to almost have been caught in the Leo Vortex, but now you're definitely going to be facing it. There goes that 2D.
Yeah, the backdash BRC is... I'm surprised Fourth Face Buttons was able to block that. And then nice DP 100% for the first team from Marvelo. There's the anti-air 5P again. I think we're going to see that a lot in this matchup.
Couldn't agree more with you here. This is actually a great potential here for Four Face Buttons to capitalize on damage and then get the wall break. But the blue RC tries to go for the jump keep, and then this is the Leo Vortex for the call out with the grab.
Yeah. I was just about to say, you unfortunately don't have the meter to be able to kill, but the 2K is going to be able to catch up with MFCR on their wake up. Nice 5K, 6K. Get the strike to the Leo Vortex and a nice IB as well.
Very nice.
There's so much damage in the corner here. Air dash force into
That is Leo's 50% of health. Like, oh my gosh, May.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Pretty good luck with this one.
What a counter hit. Gonna use the red RC. Does get out of the corner thanks to MFCR's burst here. Now, we might have to see this wall break. Yep. And that's gonna be a slam.
I do like being able to keep the meter there because it wasn't going to kill anyways, but BRC is going to come out. It's going to apply a slow down, and you see there. Are you kidding? Okay,
Okay, we do swing with the anchor, and what a great call out on the grab. Most people are so scared to like actually grab in that vortex, and you can even see Buttons right now just literally taking the deep breath because you do not want to get caught in that vortex.
Yeah, it puts so much of a mental stack on top of yourself that you're just like, oh my gosh, like what do I have to react to? What can I react to in these situations? But four-face Buttons, their nerves.
There goes the steal and missing actually, or rather avoiding the entire stance there to be able to grab MFCR. Four-face Buttons is looking great in this first round.
Yeah, and a really good fuzzy mash, I believe that was coming out there. Calling out the stagger pressure from MFCR and able to get a wall break off of it.
This is the startup of MFCR's pressure. Once again, the actual Leo Vortex, and not going to be able to actually complete it though. We're going to go into the Orca.
Immediately going to use the I like that. You don't want to give MFCR the time to think about if they want to use the boost or not. You just say, nope, you're dead. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. MFCR is not like that.
You know, it's interesting there. I was just going to say, where's the flash kick era of MFCR, but right there you have it, and actually be able to wall break off of that Roman cancel.
Yeah, and I do like going for this wall break in this situation. You have a lot of health to work with, so it's like you can take a few risks. Just like that. I'm going to take a risk of my own, and it pays off in the end, being able to get 2 conversions and carrying all the way to the corner with a wall break.
And that is a heavy anchor already charged up as well. Oh, but we do get the grab off of the landing, and you're going to get overdrive here. I
was just about to say, I'm surprised MFCR did not immediately go for the super off of the grab in the first place, but maybe it just was not enough, so he recognized that.
Oh, that actually countered it! It was because of MFCR doing the 2K and just on that cusp of that hitbox.
Can you talk about that damage for a second?
Yes, that's a lot of damage. Quite a bit of damage. You're going to have to be careful. You're not going to be able to burst here, and four-face Buttons, even looking behind, couldn't believe he got away with it. And already up against MFCR 2-0.
I want to say that I am pretty surprised at what's happening right now. The four-face Button playing so confidently into this matchup, calling out so much that MFCR maybe isn't recognizing or just plainly not ready for it. And that's part of just May existing, right? She is there, and she's in your face. She has the opportunity.
Yeah, this is actually a great pick against MFCR's Leo. And I like that the actual jump Ps and 5Ps to be able to kind of burst out the bait there. Purple RC gonna actually use the blue RC to TP through that.
Yeah, and that's a bit of tech where if you are in Mercy and you immediately VP, you actually don't have a charge time for it.
There goes the 5P mash, and then we do get the Dolphin. Seals out. Great grab to avoid having to deal with the flash kick.
Yeah, but drops the combo. And then wake up 2D. It's not going to be enough to kill this yet, but you have one more opportunity to guess.
That was a very losing guess.
Yeah, and MFCR also keeps the burst on the board. You have such good discipline to be able to save it.
A really good jump slash, though. That works very well for four-face Buttons. Still going to get caught on that flash kick, but we do have the burst, but no! MFCR is just going to respond with a DP. This is where MFCR gets actually very dangerous, believe it or not.
Oh my gosh, just going for the grab again in that situation. It's going again for the grab in that situation. Not going to be able to get it off at the end, but you have full meter to work with.
Woo! What a great upward Dolphin. And you're going to try to avoid here, but there goes the Vortex side of things. And that is going to be a counter hit there where MFCR is going to take it from the jump with the Jump Dust Ender.
What a nice combo that was, by the way.
Yes.
Being able to recognize that you can get the jump cancel off of the 5K, that was a beautiful, beautiful recognition.
It's also a very common pattern for MFCR to do that overdrive and then go for that left-right mix. Because it's catching you off guard, right? You're ready to punish it, but you're not going to be able to if you have that meter. And then, of course, that move alone is very good.
Yeah, it's very good. And you see MFCR, this is the second time he's done this, catching out the backdash because you know he's not in forward slash or 5G train, so he just goes for the 2D. It's worked a lot of times.
great blocks on the flash kick. Actually able to IB, but it's just not enough here for Face Buttons to take it over.
You know, shaking their head, maybe realizing that they might have been able to punish there, but a little bit too slow in the process.
Great counter and actually running up, grabbing that whiff completely and actually pushing MFCR into the corner. There goes the beach ball.
Yeah, and going for the overhead and baiting the burst with the PRC, you're going to get a full combo off of this. It's not going to be enough to kill just yet, however.
Poor Face Button still somewhat alive here, can probably make a comeback here with the right amount of damage. MFCR is not going to burst, though, probably calling out the fact that it was a full screen, and this is where you don't want to be.
And all of a sudden, the momentum has turned around in favor of MFCR. Just like that, 2 quick games back to back. There's a possibility of a reverse 3-0 happening, but will Face Buttons be able to overcome that pressure? Keep.
Oh, very nice. Gets the overhead kiss and able to continue this. I think this is very close to rather not close to the wall break, but it was definitely getting there. Oh, the gold burst!
I was about to say, you have so many options to give you. Oh, Mr. Dolphin. I wonder if that was a burst thing, or if that was a missile put.
I believe, based on hearing Face Buttons and seeing out of the corner of my eyes him raising his hands, that was a misinput, and what a misinput that it caused.
And it could be in the round right now. Nice block on the overhead though, but you're going to get hit by it again into the super. More than enough damage. Man. Face Buttons, a little bit of frustration coming out. Had to keep that composure though, and this type of high-level gameplay.
That's a good upward dolphin. But the flash kick's gonna come out. You notice that MFCR started gaining the advantage when he started playing more aggressive.
Yeah. We have a relatively burst safe combo coming out as well. In that chart 6-8. But you do have meter from MFCR. Let's see how he's able to utilize it to his best extent.
Oh, that was very well done. Not gonna be able to kill here though. Just got back the first stick of butter. Using YRC, tries to go for the jump dust. That is gonna get punished though since it was blocked.
Yeah, and you have no meter to be able to bait out that burst, so you kind of have to eat it yourself. But you do have meter to be able to go for the cross-up, but Face Buttons recognizing the situation, throwing out the grab. All of a sudden, last game, last round of this set, who is going to take it?
I love that upwards dolphin calling out MFCR, and there goes catching the backdash. You don't want to be caught here, but MFCR able to get out of the corner and start up the Leo game plan, gets the overhead going, does the dash cancel.
And ringing the backdash with the 5S in the back turn stance.
Oh!
That's going to be super. It's not going to be enough to kill just yet, but all of a sudden, wait!
Purple RC, that is going to be enough to kill. No!
Oh, no!
It's still alive! They're still alive!
They're still alive!
Oh! And right there goes the burst of Pixel
gosh.
and a dream, but no, the 6P!
The 6P is what seals it out in the end. After all of that, Face Buttons had a sliver of health left, all of the meter in the world to work with. Man. There's nothing else I can say about that.
There's nothing that you can say about that. That was very, very much intense.
Yeah, wow. That was the game of all time, I have to say.
Yeah, I think that has to be my favorite just because of the pixel of like health.
Yes.
I really love how MFCR just transitions from this like, all right, I'm trying to analyze what you're doing, and then we get to literally game 5, and it is a completely different MFCR than what you've seen him before. And that's his kind of like tech in a way. He just ups the level of aggressiveness with his Leo to the point where there you have it. You know, Face Buttons was sitting comfortably, even at one point was just like, yeah, I got this, it's fine. You know, we're winning, it's all working out pretty well. But no, MFCR still clutches it out, and it heads to the winners finals.
Yeah, and of course we have Face Buttons still going to be on the loser side of that bracket, so we're going to still see some more exciting gameplay. But speaking of exciting gameplay, we're going to have Zentai versus Herbs up next. This is our loser side top 8.
Yeah. So this is Zentai. We saw Zentai earlier. This was the Axel. Maybe switching to Bike It, potentially.
we might see it. I definitely would not pit it against him if he did. You know, pretty much a character specialist when it comes to both characters, able to utilize them very, very well, even though they have pretty distinct play styles. I'm excited to see what he ends up going with in the first place.
Couldn't agree there with you more, actually. And of course, Herbs being the Jacko specialist that he is, it's going to be a fun time.
It's going to be a super fun time. And I think Axel against Jacko has a lot of options to deal with the minions, like being able to throw out the chain pretty much destroys all of them that's in there. It has so many projectile hits against it. But
believe it or not, though, Herbs does have matchup knowledge against Axel. He's been really knowledgeable on it. I think what's going to happen here the most is how Zintai can handle the Jacko, showing off the junk food custom arcade micro, waiting to dust off and start it up.
Yeah, one of our great sponsors here over at GC Game 9 makes some great custom arcade controllers that are leverless. I was looking to get one myself. Unfortunately, they weren't here, so I'll have to catch them at whatever next event is coming up.
They're amazing. They're super sweet and super nice. It is a button check, so definitely going to take a little bit of a moment, make sure everything's working well. That's always important. If you're in the game and you're able to do button checks, take advantage of it, because it's one of those things where like you want to be sure and comfortable that you're comfortable in your match.
You don't want any mistakes to happen that, could have easily been prevented just by a button check. I've had it happen to me before. I played a full set with like dash and FD button switch, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize until it was too late. I was like,
also, some people change their like slash and heavy slash, and I'm like, how are you able to even play as your R shoulder? But I don't want to know. Just go back to being normal. Go back to the default.
Oh man, but going into our first losers top 8 match. Let's see what the round starts going to be.
So on Herb's side, it was going to be a bit of a dash run up. And now this is where that defense minion's going to come into play. Oh, what a great serving kick. Going to get the counter hit, but now Zintai getting the counter hit.
Yeah, man, just going to try and play the patient game there. You want to get rid of the minions. You don't want to have to deal with them. It's very much like the game plan that Zintai is showing.
Yes. While Jacko is in that danger zone, notice that Herbs is just playing the zoning game. That's kind of what you want to do in this potential, because Jacko does have it. What a great counter hit to actually catch Zintai trying to grab.
Oh, Axel Bomber. I actually able to kind of like catapult Zintai out of the corner. I'm going to miss the 5P on the minion cross board though. I like the minion recovery. Wow. Grab.
Does get grabbed again, and that health bar is going lower. Tries to vortex in and jump out.
Playing the Axel game really well, trying to just not interact with Jacko. Very nice anti-air. Going for the snail. At this range.
The call out there from Zintai. And now Zintai getting caught in the sandwich of the minions.
Yeah, and I very much just like the patience there from Zintai, just not doing anything, just adamant to block, and it ends up working out for him in the end. Start round water, going to give Zintai a lot of customers to work with. Unfortunately out of range, but you can't do a whole lot with it.
I think the biggest thing here for Herbs is that he has to kind of close in on these guys. Like, so, you can try to play the zoning game all you can with the minions, but you're not going to be able to fully achieve what you want to do in these matchups. Tries to go for the punish on the spiral, but not going to be able to. There goes the 2K, 2D to the serving kick, though, and the run-up blocking the YRC and into the Elysium driver.
This is about to do a billion damage.
Oh my god! With the wall break too! That was not scaling at all!
No, that 5H counter hit just so much, and actually goes for the 5D but cancels it with the PRC into a low. Great stuff from
Herbs tying this round up, going into round 3 between these two.
Oh, and actually base the breakout with the bar slash that we can go with. Going into Rainwater is going to lead to Axel Bomber. You can go for another one if you want to, and he does. Zentai on his way to a perfect round right now.
Yeah, this is a comfortable position that Zintai can be. Doesn't have to overextend too much. It's really Herbs that has to close in and try to catch up at some point, but it's so hard to do that when you have someone who's literally stopping every minute. Especially too how Herbs plays, he's very much in the air almost all the time. It's difficult for him.
Yep, and Zentai also had full meter on board, so he could have gone into one vision into pretty much anything if he wanted to, just off of one hit. And again, just playing at this range. It's exactly how you're supposed to play this matchup, because you just don't want to interact. There's too many situations where you can just explode off of a hit.
I like the usage of the recall here to keep those keep serve and kick rather safe. And then we go for the actual minion pressure, catching Zintai off guard, tries to go for the burst bait, not to be able to catch it, and because of that, loses the corner pressure.
Trying to reach something with the defensive minion. Just calling him out. I'm surprised how adamant Herbs is to play at this range, but gets the 2D counter hit in a late burst. I really like that.
That was a great 2D actually to go forward. And this is awesome right here for Herbs, as he's going to be able to kill with the kick and the minions.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Herbs go for the FD in the air that brought him low enough to go for the low on the Oki minion. Or, sorry, on the Oki. That was very good.
A great air-to-air jump P rather, working in his favor and actually able to combo off from the defensive minion. Also, just look at the minions and how they're just like adorable. I'm just waiting for the third one.
I know, I've been waiting this whole time. I can't wait to see it. One.
Ooh, that was a great option to grab.
Nice IBFD from Herbs as well. He's going to go for the BRC. He's not able to get anything off of it. BRC. And the minion's still there. I didn't see it. I thought it was destroyed.
Oh, able to punish actually, and actually back off to prevent the burst from Zintai. There goes the burst now from Zintai.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, you really can't play zoning with Axel. And Herbs can be content with just doing this kind of zoning because you don't have to approach.
You don't. You really don't. You can use the jump dust on Jacko. It's actually Axel who's now stuck in the danger zone, but there goes the bomb. And once again, the vacuum, Zintai having to advance here.
And it's so scary. Every time he backs up, he's getting that danger. So you have to be very careful about how you approach. You have to use meter to block. And
oh, the dust getting punished.
Yeah, plus frames in the gold burst coming out from Herbs.
Oh, the command grab. What a call out, but there is not enough to kill with the OTG.
And the 60. Oh. Yeah, very good situation. Went for an option, but you have so much meter to work with. PRC, good recognition on the situation, and maybe able to punish that air option from Zentai. Wow.
Has to take a breather here. It is so important. This game, I think, you know, zoning versus zoning has to be the most stressful thing, I think, like in any game.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's especially scary with Jacko because she has the advantage where she can zone like that, but once she's in, it's even worse. Like, you have to play so carefully.
That was a great counter hit, and now we have Zintai right where you want him. And with with a burst still, but this is pressure here that he's gonna have to hold with all the minions, but there goes the 2K2D.
Yeah, and a really nice interruption too. You saw a lot of burst meter coming out on Zentai's side. And then getting the rainwater hit. One more might be able to do it.
I like that jump K into the jump D, but of course there is that anti-air.
It did so much damage. I was definitely not expecting that to come out just from the actual bomb.
There goes the jump dust. Zoning, great usage of the defense, but that low sickle is going to hit. Tries to go for the cross-up. Herbs not falling for it, though. And a great interrupt with the 2K2D.
Axel Bomber, 5K Axel Bomber. You can go for super if you want it. So I'm going to just go for another one.
It might be best to keep that meter, especially with how Herbs is playing. You're going to need it, especially to extend. It's definitely looking like Herbs is in Zentai's head, and Zentai's just trying to contest.
Yep. And going for the snail is going to whiff on the burst because there's no hurt box from Axel there, so an easy PRC into a 5P. going to take the round for Zentai. Going back to character select, we need to take a breather. We need to change the song. Are we picking Jacko's song rank? We are.
We are. Yeah, we are.
The power-up. This is the power-up we were talking about. It works for me. I'm sure it works for a lot of people. Again, just taking a moment.
You have to take this breath. You're very close. You're in top 8, so that's the good news, right? But you also need to want to be able to get into the money and actually fulfill like the full out bracket. This is a tough opponent, so you know, just taking it game by game, round by round is really important. You have the game plan. The game plan is there for Herbs, but it's it all comes down to how you're able to just not use so much. You might have to even stay grounded a little bit, to be honest here.
And I hope that the pressure is not so much for Herbs, because this is going to be the match between Zentai. I definitely want to see a game 5 between these two. It looks like this zoning versus zoning, but there's actually a lot of methodical stuff happening in this matchup.
Yeah, this is like two characters trying to play each other.
Exactly.
Great usage of the defense meter, but unfortunately not going to be able to kick the minion in time, and they're getting caught in that command grab.
Oh, it's going to be able to punish and get a full combo off of this because of the PRC, or the blue RC, I should say. Brain's gonna go ahead and burst. You want to keep Axel in the corner. Oh no, in the brain water.
Trying to use the defense mechanism on the minion. There goes the counter hit. Tries to get the OTG, starts up the cross up. There goes the purple fast RC to actually bait out with the dust, and beautiful there from Herbs.
Was so ambiguous. I'm not even sure what side that hit on.
That's the thing about Herbs. He has devised the mix-ups with Jacko to really make you question what's going on.
A really great recognition as well, but how the units there, you can go for that kind of mix-up. Nice 2D, able to finally get in, threading the needle that is playing against Axel. That's a little bit of meter work with minion and tension.
This was a great blue RC, and actually catching Zentai off guard, goes for another grab, and we might be able to see it here, goes and actually breaks the wall. That was all grabs. That was an only grabs round, pretty much.
Only grabs. You love to see it. Herbs. You love to see the response coming back out, and we're going to a game 5 of our losers top 8 match. We're going to decide who is going to be going home and who is going to be staying in the bracket. I'm excited. I'm excited. And you can see the pressure. You can't really see Zentai, but you can see the pressure on both of these players right now.
They're so intense. It's actually kind of crazy. It's so intense.
Yeah, definitely dialed in the match.
No anti-air there from Herbs, but able to use the burst bait and actually have a reset back onto full screen.
Again, you see the typical stuff that happens in the matchup. Throwing out the zoning tools, be able to get a full combo off of this into Axel Bomber. 5k Axel Bomber should be enough.
Oh no, ending with the 6P instead.
See if he's still able to convert. And a nice jump in from Herbs, recognizing that they can do that. Going for the grab again because they recognize that.
What a call out! Wow. We saw Zentai actually do that for RC to get on the other side before, but not going to be able to work this time.
Yeah, the chip damage is going to be just enough because Herbs had a sliver of health. Wasn't hitting that FD button. The potential last game territory. Love the close slash stagger as well.
I'm like so nervous right now. Like my breath is like actually like.
Oh, you see how Herbs is just doing, okay, I need to do stuff up close and try and catch a first frame shot, and then go all the way back to zoning full screen, just like on like switch of a button.
Trying to avoid that vacuum there from Axel. There we go. We do get in a little bit here. Back to full screen, but gets caught in the command grab, and there goes that time slot.
Yeah, one vision. You're going to be able to run up and do a couple Axel bombers. Some of this is also burst safe. I'd love to see it. But there is no super wall break. You have danger coming out. So it's on Herbs to kind of do something so they can retain that tension meter. Zentai is slowly approaching, and a nice air grab back into the corner. Gets the hit, but no RC. And the gold burst!
So that is huge for Herbs right now. Could definitely lead into something here. Oh, no!
I think that was a misinput.
That had to be.
I think that was a super. Oh my goodness. I am not even sure what about how that ended up happening in the first place. Man, oh, very, very close game. Going all the way to game 5. The battle of the zoners ends up in Zentai's favor. Herbs unfortunately out of the tournament now.
Yep.
But man, what a run. What a run as well.
That was
Fantastic
a very
run.
impressive run. Very, very impressive. Honestly, went down to like 2 strong players that it was, my heart's like, oh man. I'm like, I can't believe it, but I understand it's, Zentai is not someone that you can just easily like mix. He's very aware. He's going to interrupt. It's going to be a very intensive match.
It's a lot of pressure.
This is another intensive match, actually. This is
wow.
Punk versus Butter Punch.
Yeah, we're going to see some Soul versus, I believe Butter Punch plays Happy Chaos, right?
Yes. Now, remember how I told you about 4-face buttons doing the reverse 3-0 on Butter Punch?
Yes.
That was round 1.
Oh!
Butter Punch came from round 1 losing.
My God.
And came all the way to here on top 8.
That's impressive to say the least.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's actually back when I went to, I think it was CEO 2022, the reverse cap coming out from Butter. Oh my goodness. I actually, that's where I met Butter Punch actually.
Really?
And yeah, I was like just getting into the game like a lot during that time. And so we ran a few sets and I was like, I learned so much. Great player to say the least as well. I'm excited to also see Punk. One of those players that you see play the footsie game extremely well with Soul. You know, calling stuff out with like 5H and 6S. Very good at recognizing the situations and kind of predicting when players are going to press things. But at the same time, I feel like Happy Chaos can play more so to that range than Soul can.
Yeah, Punk's been, it's interesting too because Punk's one of those players that plays a lot of games. Like, he plays Dragon Ball, he plays Street Fighter. He plays so many games that's actually kind of incredible that he comes back to Strive and he's still super strong. And that's just purely by the talent and fundamentals that he has. And just straight up knowing what to do in really tense situations. And the Last of Us controller. Everybody's really showing it off right now.
Yeah, the dual shock, the classics that you go to. Yeah, and we're going to be hopping into
Duel
the first round.
Now, this is, of course, Happy Chaos, so we are going to see Butters try his best here to get through. There brings out the clone, but Punk responds and actually burst fates and able to get the, actually drift Roman cancel into the wall break. That's a lot of damage.
Much damage all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, the clean volcanic viper hit and a nice just run up grab. Not ready for it.
Yeah, this is looking really, really solid right here from Punk.
The immediate crit coming out from Butters, being able to get the concentration on deck. Doing a play at that range. Like, spends a nice match.
That was a great 5P, and then look at how much this is actually going to give opportunity for Butters. He's going to be able to wall break. It probably throw out a first ball. We're going to look out here. Yep, there it goes. Heavy shots here, and actually can just play this full screen game. Punk has to hold all of this. There goes the strike throw mix and into the throw. And now we have focus up, and look at all the meter that Butter Punch got just from that one interactable.
Yeah, and that combined with the positive bonus that they had before means they have enough meter for the super, let alone a perfect. Nice answer back from Butter Punch. You love to see it.
And once again, that far slash getting covered by the gun is perfect for Butters as he's going to go back onto this full screen range. There goes this 2S though from Punk.
Yeah, and not getting the full conversion on one level up for a reset, but now you have Happy Chaos in the corner and your Soul. However, Butter answering right back with the 2K. Going to be able to carry all the way to the other corner with, it's going to wall break? It is.
Yes. Yeah, Do Ex Machina just does a great job of pushing back. It's actually kind of good. That was a really nice 2K stagger, actually calling out Punk from backdashing. And this is also going to be another wall into the focus. Interesting. Going for the grab reset, and Butter's smiling because he knows he did. He knows what he did.
I was so confused for a second there. I was like, oh, concentration. Wait a second. You can't do anything else. Cheesy. Let's for the grab. Not immediately going for the vortex. Trying to bait off the super just with a brief block back.
And that burst is actually going to cost Punk here, as Butters is just going to focus up. This is full screen. Like, you can do whatever you want. Bring out the focus. There goes more gunshots, and you cannot do anything. As Butter Punch just reloads all of these backdashes just a little bit and brings out the gun. And look at this, into the tap dust. It's insane.
This is Happy Chaos Gaming.
This is definitely Happy Chaos Gaming.
Yeah. And you have to be content with play like that, especially if you see that your opponent is not exactly doing a lot of options to kind of deal with it, like the dash block and everything. Now all of a sudden you have concentration to break the wall. So close to being able to use that concentration super as well.
Yeah, you can see Punk trying to actually close in on these full screen gaps, but he's just having a hard time. Makes it, but then has to get pushed back into the corner. And that curse is also helping quite a bit, as that's just like an auto aim for Happy Chaos. But that's a great bandit bringer. Exactly what Punk needed, but no, the grab and then into the burst.
Unfortunate, and then going into with going to be enough to take the round. Butter Punch up 2-0 against Punk. Very good stuff, and like we said, a grinder of the game and just showing right now.
I love Butter Punch's face. He knows how stupid this character is.
Yeah.
And he's very proud of it.
Yeah, and you know, props to them to be able to do that. You definitely have to be comfortable with that kind of play style.
That focus has definitely been kind of hurting Punk here, as he's not really advancing when Butters does that, but it's also kind of scary because you could just bring up the gun at any point. Does get a counter hit here and able to combo it off from the Night Vortex into the Tyrant Rage.
Yeah, Tyrant Rage gonna bring super wall break. What kind of this are we gonna see? Tries to backdash or jump out. Punk answering right back and saying, I am not dealing with this anymore. I do not want Happy Chaos on my screen.
Nobody wants Happy Chaos here. I do like that 5K into the jump, and knowing that Butters is going to try to follow up here, because when you go for the clone, you technically are in like a recovery state.
You see, Punk is oh, it actually gets hit with the focus shot. You see they're playing at this like very specific range, and that's the range where Punk is able to get in and then get the close level. It's going to be so much.
Oh, there goes that burst from Butter Punch, and actually gets the counter hit as Punk actually hit the clone, and this is a full screen carry. 5D on the air tear. There goes the tap dust, and reloads in Punk's face to then go into a potential final round here for Butter Punch.
Yeah, Punk does have burst to work with, and immediately it is off the table. Punk on the screen is doing so much for Butter Punch. Able to sit there, really gunshots. You have the curse on Punk. So good to play this range, and you finally get the concentration figure out.
Well, it did with what a caught up, because that would have been a bar slash. That would not have been a good time for Butter Punch. And look, the mix-up is happening here as Butter Punch is closing in, reloads, and gets the 2S as well.
That should be enough with the super.
I believe so.
With Ex Machina.
No, it doesn't! Oh, what?
Okay, this is not over.
Oh my gosh!
And Butter Punch takes it 3-0 over Punk. Moving on our loser's side, top 8. Great stuff. Great stuff. There's nothing else to say. There's just, happy chaos. And we see a lot of love coming out right now. Butterpunch hugging his other island members. Being able to take a notable win like that over Punk is definitely something to be proud of.
I'm speechless. I'm gonna be real. That was a very stressful match, even for me.
Yeah. No, I can understand.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to navigate that entire matchup, especially with Soul and everything, like you have a few options to get in, but it's like if you guess wrong one time, you get hit by focus shot, and we saw that happening.
Yeah.
Butterpunch throwing at the focus shot, getting a full combo off of it because it's a clean hit. It's tough.
It's very tough. We're going to see a return here of ABY versus Zintai. Because Zintai did beat Herbs, now he gets to face ABY. And this is going to be an interesting matchup because, again, it's Giovanna versus Axel. So, kind of that rushdown character versus the zoning character that we've been seeing from Zintai all this time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think with this matchup, Gio has a way easier time of trying to get in against Axel. And the thing about this matchup, too, is that it seems like it's like with a lot of characters, right? But especially so Gio, just because her pressure is so strong. Once you're able to get in, you start kind of rolling in a way, right? You have so much stagger pressure. You just run up close slash like on their wake up into like 5 different options. It's like, what's going to happen? It's like strike throw with the character.
Essentially, yeah, that's a strike throw dash up, but she has to get in, which is where Zintai has proven that it's a very difficult time to get in.
Yeah, that's very true. And he is, again, like how Butterpunch was with Happy Chaos, Zintai, on the other hand, is so happy to play at that range and just try to throw up those buttons, because that is how Axel excels in this game very strongly.
Yep. And there goes that. I believe might be doing some button checks here in a second. We'll definitely check in a minute. But, oh no, it looks like they're going to start it up. And it's going to be ABY versus Zintai up next here.
Yeah, shout out to the circle, by the way. Shout out to the
Ben stage. Did they choose the Ben Man?
Yeah, you'll love to see it. The potion makers in the background.
I think they're just so adorable. They're just trying they're just trying to work here, and then people are like beating each other up, and they're like, "Hey, you're messing up the factory."
Yeah. Seeing all the like potions and stuff in the back reminds me of Fairy from Granblue.
Yeah, I thought about that too. It reminds me of a Ghibli film.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, this is a good pickup here for ABY. Able to actually get the wall break as well. That's a nice start. Back, close slash into the snail.
Oh, and baits the burst out.
That was perfect here for Zintai. Yeah, this is pretty much death into the red fast RC rather. Could have also gone into the overdrive, but honestly, you just do it for making sure it hits and everything.
UI going for the jump and recognizing the rainwater coming out, and that's the strike through you're talking about. You create those plus frames for yourself, just like that.
And also these safe jumps here. This is pretty much ABY's entire game here, stopping Zintai from actually playing the video game. And look at that. That was a great dash into a jump, and then again, able to just get through, and ABY already up a game.
Yeah, and Axel does not have a lot of really good options once Giovanna gets played up close. All you really can do is like 5K or 2K. Even then, you risk getting counter hit by a lot of Gio's options.
Since I did have to burst here, that's one thing that ABY has been improving. There goes that 2K interrupt. Worked really well against Herbs, and it's working again now, it seems. So that's been an answer that he can probably rely on. Does get the jump slash in.
Yeah, able to jump out of the corner there. If you are not able to punish accordingly, but now is able to get those 5K cross-ups into the cross-up move.
Did drop that combo there, ended up almost losing the corner pressure, but no block on the YRC, and this is actually interesting as Zintai also drops 2.
Yeah, and that actually, wow, I'm surprised that triggered actually. Able to get the grab off. What's going to be the mix? It's going to be a cross-up. You weren't all the way in the corner. Oh man, really good recognition from ABY too to be able to go for that. She just gets in and just be able to press 5K or 5P just to interrupt. You don't want to allow Axel to get started.
I do like the movement here from ABY, but it has been getting stubbed a bit from Zintai. And there goes that. And here it goes into the TK bomber.
Yeah, that's going to be enough to kill. You don't want to use that burst because you have meter and you have the burst gate opportunity there. And Spencer was going to punish on that really high JK. I guess you can go to the crossbow.
Getting a little bit stuck here, but that's a good pickup for ABY. Does get caught by the, actually punished rather, with the grab.
Wanted burst gate, but actually the Axel Bomber makes Zintai go under a little bit, so he didn't realize that was going to be crossed up. To get the punish. Oh, actually goes for the jump in FG to go for the low. One more opportunity here.
This is a great opportunity here for ABY. Does Zintai interrupt or risk it all here? That could be a potential big counter hit. Does get the slight hits. There goes that opening. Actually trying to burst bait, and then the OTG. Very good there from ABY.
And you can't burst that. The OTG is not burstable there, so that was pretty much a guaranteed kill once he got the grab. Oh man. Again, the pressure that Giovanna has is just so insane. Like, you saw so many uncontested jump-ins, and it's really scary to try and contest that situation because it's like, if you're a little bit too slow, you could get hit for it.
She takes priority.
Exactly.
This is her element, right? So this is what we've been seeing here, and look at this pickup.
That was really good recognition to like go for drop kick.
Trying to close in on these gaps here from the full screen. This is actually a great in favor of ABY, as that was a hard knockdown. So not going to be able to actually 6P off with the purple RC, but this is good stuff here from ABY. Zintai trying to use the 2K2D to get out, back into full screen.
Oh, unfortunately not able to punish the jump in. ABY is going to use that YRC though, so they can stop that pressure, put him back at full screen exactly where you want to be. Good stuff. You see a whole lot of them. That's actually, wow, I didn't realize that interaction. 2K is able to low profile spiral arrow.
Yeah. Okay, does go for the burst, and that leaves at ABY here with some really awesome pressure. There goes that grab, that strike throw mix that's making it very scary for Zintai to even challenge. Even trying to challenge, there goes the counter hit into the wall break.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not able to get the override off there, but you just want to create a situation. You're able to put Zintai in an unfavorable spot. Nice cross up, just blocked, but unfortunately does not get the push on the very high rate. Uh-oh. A little bit of miss put there. But it's alright. These players are coming back to the neutral.
Yeah, this is where you don't want to leave ABY uncontested in the air. Whipping the grab, not exactly a very hard counter hit, but it still works. And does punish the overhead as well.
Yeah, and I think that's why you see sometimes in not.
Oh, that was a great low profile. Again, not big value, but it does set up good situations here for Zintai.
Wow. The dash coming out of the JD.
Oh, that purple RC was not going to keep you safe there. And then we go into the overdrive.
Yeah, the air over there is going to be enough to break the wall. It's not going to be enough to kill, however.
I was going to be a little shocked at that kill.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very honest with you.
And the gold RC coming out. But unfortunately, oh, so much scramble. Not enough to kill.
What?
The overdrive.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That worked?
I am so surprised. I guess what happened there is she's only invulnerable just for that brief period.
But you still... I need a replay of that because Zintai was still pulling the chain back into... I don't know. That was crazy. We gotta see that replay later.
No, that was crazy. I've never seen that interaction before, I must say.
Oh no, missed opportunity here. Was caught sleeping almost.
Yeah, I just kind of just stared at Max's back. Didn't really do anything. You're gonna get okay. Oh, just kidding. A more optimal combo.
Yeah, also burst safe pretty much, I think, as well. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And a nice attempt from ABY. Unfortunately, gonna be snuffed by the JH from Zenfire. What's that stagger pressure you were talking about? You just run and press a button. Oh, but this is the dash attempt, not able to get the grab.
Goes for the stagger. There goes the counter hit. Using the red RC to actually launch a bit and try to catch the burst here. This is a lot of damage. We do go back, though, into the mid-screen. And there's that dash-up grab.
Yeah, and I wonder if Zentai was trying to check with a button, but it might have been just a little bit too late. All of a sudden, we're back with ABY having a match point here. I'm gonna bait the burst with the jump cancel side chain. Nice run forward from Zentai to recognize that ABY was coming back.
Oh! Thankfully, that overdrive recovers extremely fast, so that does keep ABY somewhat safe. And we are seeing that risk gauge go up. It does go back down, though, as ABY tries to get in, but gets caught jumping.
And we finally see... Oh! I wonder if Super would have been enough to kill there, actually.
That might have been... This might be very... Oh, that is not good for Zentai.
Goes for the cross-up attempt, maybe trying to cross up the Super input, but the snail coming out and hitting ABY and the other round. All of a sudden, it's 2-2.
Yeah, Zentai really took a minute there and it's making the comeback pretty well.
Yeah, we see ABY going to change the song, maybe putting on the power up for themselves. Again, jump. Nice. We haven't seen Zentai go for snail all the time. It's kind of risky to go against doing that with Geo, just because she can close that distance so fast.
Okay, there goes that tech, and now we're starting to see Zentai actually anti-air more on ABY, which is leading him to get hit off more often and actually counter-hit, and not in good positions.
Yeah, and it's forcing ABY to take a more grounded approach to the situation. See almost none of these spiral...
That was a good attempt at DPing to get the anti-air, and now Zentai's actually on potential set point.
Wow, what a turnaround from Zentai too. If he's able to pick this off, it's going to be a reverse DO. Maybe once his wait, I'm not done just yet. Getting a counter hit. Zentai all the way in the corner. Again.
These staggers off of the close slash are doing wonders for ABY, but then again we get that jumping, and Zentai's just been able to call it, but here we go. This looks like this is some good pressure. There's that air pressure again into the stagger block strings.
Able to do the FD fall and able to cross up with a low. Be able to get the wall break here as well. ABY still has a lot of meter to work with though. Decent amount of health. Oh, it actually beats the burst with the RC. And that's going to let Zentai see that the burst was used.
Yeah.
What a reverse DO.
That's where ABY kind of started messing up a little bit, where he was trying to jump in and start his pressure because he's like, oh, okay, now Zentai's staying grounded, but Zentai's waiting for the opportunity to anti-air, and that's where you can't let your guard down. You have to be prepared for the next layer, for the next step of things.
Exactly, and it's great recognition from Zentai too, being able to see like, wait, I'm letting a lot of these jump-in attempts go in uncontested. You know, towards the end of that set too, we see Zentai start to contest it just a little bit more, and I think that is what eked out the win in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Really great stuff.
Up next, we are gonna get four-face buttons versus Butter Punch. This is a rematch from all the way from winners round 1. I don't think I've ever got to commentate a story like this, let me tell you.
This is the story of all stories. Because if it goes in Butter Punch's favor, this is the redemption arc of a lifetime.
This is an insane redemption arc of the lifetime. All right, switches the cap on.
You gotta show off the happy chaos a little bit there. You definitely love to see that. You said, so it was a reverse 3-0 for four-face, right?
Yes, this was what allowed four-face to stay in the winner side, where Butters had to make this entire... I'm still shocked that this is an entire loser's comeback. Like,
It's mind-boggling for sure, but you have to give props to Butterpunch for being able to make that kind of run back all the way. Keep in mind, this is our monthly, so we had like what 60 entrants, like 50-something entrants. Like that's really good. So being able to make it through like what, like 5 or 6, 7 matches, something like that.
That
an
has to
insane
be.
amount.
Yeah, that's more than 7 matches,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So and
Not,
that was round
the,
1.
I'm not the best at math, but that's
Yeah.
definitely like quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot you have to go through to be able to get to this point. So I'm ready to see what can happen. Butterpunch turning the cap back around, preparing for this match. Gonna play the circle on that Grand Canyon map.
Man, we going to Grand Canyon. I want to go back to the factory. It's the cute berry
know.
factory.
I want to see them produce the potion. I need their strongest potions for sure. So that they're setting up their buttons. Wonder if they'll probably go to a button check. This is a very important match, so you do want to make sure everything is working well. But they might just hop right into it.
They know each other.
Yep, just bumping it out. You love to see the camaraderie.
They traveled. Butters didn't travel with them, but it's funny that they come from the same, like, from South Florida, and they just know it's about to go down.
That's familiarity, and again, it's kind of like that player matchup we were talking about before, where you get this layer after layer. I wonder if you get so far into the layers that you just come back around to layer 1.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. Letting this intro rock with some May walking on water. Happy Chaos.
Happy Chaos makes me so mad. I can't stand this character. I don't know who to go for because I can't stand the dolphin either.
I have no idea. I don't know if it's not you in the 6M, or sorry, the 6S. Do a lot of work here, and Butterpunch kind of playing at this range. And May is a character that can really deal with having chaos pretty well. Being able to just stalk in like full screen. However, Butterpunch getting a combo, getting in the Deus Ex Machina with a super wall break.
That's the safe jump. There was a great throw tech though from Butterpunch, and what a burst bait. My goodness, I just stopped at like the word burst bait for a second. But this is a blue RC, and we're gonna bring out the gun.
Yeah, you don't have curse on, so unfortunately just a raw gun is not gonna do much. He just runs up and grab. He just runs up and grab him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't
That's
believe my
4-face
eyes.
buttons. That's the mind game out of everything.
Wow. Not afraid to just let it loose every once in a while.
The 2K actually clashed, and Happy Chaos's 2D is actually the one that comes out on top.
Butterpunch going for the guard crush into the wall. Gets the graviton. You only have 1 bullet, so you can force a reload with the first bait.
That was a gorgeous burst bait there from Butterpunch, and then we go into the Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to kill for a second, but I wasn't too sure. I didn't want to call it off too soon. And now, just see Butterpunch taking aim. Oh, no. And, yeah. I mean, that's just Happy Chaos. You kind of have to guess.
Yeah, you have to hold that. You just have to.
You have to hold that. You see Butterpunch just walking.
What a 2S. And this is good pressure right now. Trying to go for 6-8 rather.
Oh my gosh, the 5Ds coming out with the guns. You have no bullets loaded, so all of a sudden you're in a very precarious situation.
Oh, that was a great corner carry all the way from the other side, but we do have YRC actually punishing Dust. The very few people actually being able to do so, and 4-face button showing that, but Butterpunch now bringing out the curse ball. And again, this is where Happy Chaos can strive. Actually, now no longer with the curse. 4-face button's back in the corner.
Yeah, and Cupburst just coming back online during that, and I don't think really recognizing that. However, getting the hit off in the end, being able to do a May B&B is going to seal off the round. Again, this is our loser side, so there might be a little bit of pressure building, but it looks like Butterpunch is just pretty content. Smiling even with the slight
He
smirk.
came here to do what he needed to do. He's fine. He's happy.
I mean, he's a top 8, so it looks like it worked out pretty well for him.
Brings out the clone here. And just in case Four-Face Buttons tries to actually press, there goes the burst. Once again, the clone actually taking the beach volleyball. And I like that Butters is actually using more clone here. Knows that Four-Face Buttons doesn't really have any multi-hit moves to actually contest that.
I like to whiff 2 gunshots into concentration super.
Do we got those? We got those. Those are dust loop combos. Okay.
Those are the day ones right there. I would hope you don't drop this.
That's a very nice 5K. Great counter hit here from Butterpunch. And once more, putting Four-Face into this corner. Curse gets brought out, focus up.
Nice Dolphin coming out as well, trying to contest that. You see Butterpunch, and a nice air-to-air, able to fully convert off of it, but be able to keep the corner as well, and you have a wall slump situation.
Ooh, yep, you were exactly right. That was a great wall slump. And another one. Are we going to do another one, Butters?
Running up, no slash, 5D. And that's going to be enough to kill. What?
No, it wasn't. I think even Butters is a little bit surprised there. And that's actually kind of huge here for Four-Face Buttons.
Yeah, because all of a sudden, you're in a situation where the next hit might kill you. You get the wall break, 6-8. I think you want to charge 6-8 there, but you want to a little bit. Oh, no! Ran out of bullets, you hear the cookie going off, but the 5D from Butterpunch is going to take the round. With the last bullet gone.
Butterpunch bringing out the actual curse here. Does get a gunshot in, but that far slash actually able to counter hit. And the roll is also another big thing here for Happy Chaos players, as it does create that mix-up.
Yeah, and I was actually kind of surprised that that roll actually did toss up, because even if you FP the first 2 hits, it doesn't allow you to toss up, but I guess it was at a weird range.
Yeah. Oh, did not wake up blocking. Butters said he did not pay $70 to put, actually block in that moment.
Hey, he said he's playing a fighting game, not a blocking game, and you know what? I understand. You strive to be that way. Good stuff coming out from Four-Face Buttons. Doing the charge 6-8. I think that's because Four-Face Buttons just knew. I think they just knew that was going to happen, so it's like, go for it. The 5D's coming out in this backdash. Gold coming out. The kites can turn pretty fast if you're against this character with Goldberg. You have concentration super, you have post/BRC, but this isn't going to matter.
Yeah, this is not going to matter at all, as Four-Face Butters. I just realized what I said, because I read Four-Face and then I read Butters at the other end. Yeah, Butters is now actually able to do Ex Machina. We'll be able to not wall break, actually. It was too far to do so.
Yeah, but you are playing a Happy Chaos. You have the curse on you, but it doesn't even matter if he goes for the disrespect.
I'm mad that the Dolphin actually hit. I'm mad that the Totsugeki actually hit there.
Oh no. Oh, actually the ball doesn't allow for a combo. See, just the jit or the raw 5H coming out, and then the 2S as well. Nice.
Yeah, this is not a good look right here for Butters. Has to come out of that corner and make this the way to go.
Also goes for the safe jump. It gets the hit off with the concentration.
Oh, nice! And that was a burst save combo.
For the kill. Oh.
Choosing to reload.
I think he did try to shoot, but it didn't hook on or something, because I saw the reticle come out for a brief moment.
I think that's going to cost Butters here. This is definitely going to cost him, because this is going to be a wall bounce combo that is going to kill him.
Unfortunately, not able to get the run back onto Four-Face Buttons, but you do love to see, again, that camaraderie, right?
It's still pretty telling that you got double eliminated from winners round 1 to top 8. That says a lot.
Yeah,
that's not easy.
It really does, and honestly, it's kind of kind of fate at that point.
Yeah, almost, right? That's like fate telling you gotta hit the lab.
Yeah, right.
Make sure you mess up Totsugeki. and get everything in order so that you can come out on top.
Yeah, so very good stuff for forward base button. So, you know, definitely not being put into a situation where you have to reverse 3-0, right? You're just going for the clean 3-0 straight out, and that's it. But now we're going to have our winners finals. It's going to be MFCR versus Marvelo.
Yes, this is, you know, if looking at the bracket, I kind of expected this.
Oh, yeah.
I really did. I really feel like this was going to come down to between Marvelo and MFCR at the very end.
Yeah, and it's definitely not a surprise whatsoever, given the caliber of these players, how well they're able to go out and perform at a lot of these events, majors and regionals, everything. You know, just consistent results across the board. This game is going to be a treat for us for sure.
Yeah, this was actually technically kind of like a rematch from DreamHack Atlanta, I believe. Because Marvelo also went up against MFCR before in this like the top 8, and I think it was that MFCR came out on top, and it was actually a game 5.
Yeah, and I hope we see that again too, because being able to see the type of gameplay that both of these players are able to pull off and just kind of showcase an exhibition there for us, you know. Of course, it's going to be Chip versus Leo Gaming.
Yeah, I never see these two actually changing characters. I think one time MFCR was like, I may consider Viking, but then decided to just stay with Leo.
I mean,
Leo, my love.
Viking's a pretty easy character to learn, I can't lie.
Super strong. Very strong character. I'm actually surprised we weren't really seeing any Vikings towards the ending here, but you know what? It's all good. We're going to see Marvelo picking up the chip, and then are we going to go to the forest? Please tell me. Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, no. They got to optimize the frames, you know, because we're offline.
You know, that is so true, though. That's, like, actually so true. That I remember asking someone in especially for Street Fighter, like, hey, why don't they just choose other, like, stages? And it's like, no, it's actually that it has to be optimized. So there's certain stages that you can't. And I'm just like, then what was the point of making the stage if you didn't optimize it?
Yeah, I gotta see more Laugh at the Kami, right? I'm like,
online I can understand, because online is online. But if you didn't optimize it for offline, then why did you make the stage?
Exactly.
It's like the President stage. I hate that one too.
Yeah, I love it when also when Dota players will play online, like in like tower and stuff like that. They'll choose color number 9, the orange one, and also pick Laugh of the Kami. You just can't see dust. It's impossible to see.
It's kind of broken.
Yeah, no, it's actually very broken. Intro's rock.
All right, two legends of Florida going head-to-head. South versus Central. Who's going to take it? Again, this is winners final, so there's plenty of games still to be played between these two, potentially. But here we go. MFCR already starting off super strong and getting the wall break. Almost didn't, but was able to get it.
Yeah, that was very close. And he actually used him up to not go for the match turn stance, and a nice 2K into the 16. It's going to be enough.
Yeah, Marvelo not really getting a chance at all to get start up the game plan. See if the round start can work here. Does get the 2K2D and gets a little bit of that OTD.
Yeah, and Leo's a very good character to kind of do a chip, because it's like no matter which side he goes for, you can still input that DP, but Marvelo doesn't even care. The time hit into the Kara Super is going to be enough to break the wall and OT incoming.
Very nicely done here from Marvelo, using the overdrive to break the wall, and then again 2K2D. I love that that 2K2D actually was the answer to MFCR's own 2K.
Yeah, and it goes for the burst wave there. RC upwards and also carries to the corner. Marvelo just opts to say, Leo, get off of me. I don't think we're going to see a burst wave, or at least the burst from MFCR.
Oh, that was a great purple RC and getting the grab, and another one.
Yeah, and I can honestly respect going for that, because when you're put up against Leo like that in the corner, one of your options might be to go for a DP, and of course grabs in this game are just, you know, you can't DP.
Bursting early to avoid getting caught in the flash kick.
Nice throw tech. You see him, MFCR kind of approaching, and then the run forward all the way into the corner.
That was a great run up dash. Does get the 2K2D. Still with a stick of butter right now from Marvelo's side, and actually doing the cross up and then going for the full corner carry. No, not going to be able to. Drops it at the end. Probably was trying to do a little bit of a reset, but this is going to cost them Marvelo here for MFCR.
Yep, and a nice wire to get here. And then actually flashes, but
Oh
unfortunately,
no!
does Rekka 3 and it's not going to hit. And MFC are going to be able to get a full conversion off of the grab back in the corner.
Yeah, that definitely took Marvelo off of surprise. I think he's kind of like a little frustrated at that.
It's definitely understandable. And this is the like back to toss you around.
Yeah, you don't want to technically lose this game, as you want to make sure you capitalize off of it and tie it up. But MFCR playing really good defense right now, and actually very conscious of what Marvelo's game plan is. Having to burst early, Marvelo losing it.
Yeah, I mean, going for the fast RC H-dash toss-up. Trying to catch Chip, and then the 2D counter hit is going to be so much damage. You can break the wall if you want to, or you can keep the back hand stance.
Good DP, but that is going to counter hit. And MFCR is up against Marvelo 2-0.
Yeah, and just like that. And again, these DPs have been doing a lot of work for MFCR, but a lot of it I feel like just comes up to the Oki pressure. And of course, that's where Leo excels. Nice just
Oki pressure, also too. I think some of the stuff that Marvelo wants to hit is not hitting, but you know, this is a great start compared to the last two games that we saw before.
Yeah, and a decent amount of damage coming out too. Going for the infinite. You're able to do this once you get the positive bonus. So you get the grab. DRC with the 6K nice block from MFCR.
MFCR trying to do the double jump and avoid getting caught by Marvelo. Does 2K, gets for the projectile, then does 5P, goes for grab, but it's gonna get tagged.
Uh-oh, you get the close slash counter hit. Look at the damage just off of that. All of a sudden you're in the corner.
Wow.
Just the tides have turned so fast in this round. You saw MFCR just kind of blocking everything. It's still continuing the trend until he gets opened up.
Great 5P anti-air, not going to be able to fully convert off of it though, but does get the dust.
Yeah, and you're able to convert off of that really, really easily just because you have meter, and that's going to seal the round off for MFCR. 2K 2D. Awesome, nice block from MFCR, or sorry, Marvelo.
There goes a grab from Marvelo. This might be exactly, no, it whiffs completely, and that's going to be a counter hit. Actually, drifting RC up and then blocking the burst. This is not good for Marvelo. Even he sees it right now.
You have one more guess, and then the DP comes out. Goes for the backdash BRC, makes it unfortunately missed times, and then
wow.
MFCR said, wait, I'll show you how to do it.
That's one of the few characters that can do that, like blue RC fast cancel, but then kind of like jumps back and then into the jump B.
Yes.
That's a great way to open up your opponents that like nobody's really thinking about just exactly right now.
Yeah, and I feel like that is something that MFCR incorporates into his gameplay all of the time. Like pretty much any match you'll watch about or with him, he's doing that like once every game, every 2 games, something like that. That was actually the first time we saw it in that whole set, but I think it's more so because Chip is has so many options on Wake Up to kind of defend against that.
I couldn't agree more with you. And then of course now up next we're gonna definitely go straight into these next matches as our players get set up. It's gonna be Zintai versus 4 Face Buttons. This is actually already top 4. So this means that we have made it through our entire Guilty Gear Strive bracket. And these are your top 4 players left. We got Axel, we got May, we got Leo and Chip. I don't even think that that's even meta right now, as crazy as that sounds. I think the only meta character has been Chip and Leo.
Yeah, and it goes to show you just how like all of the characters are like very viable in this game. You know, even though there might be some differences in the damage they could do, it shows that the different play styles can still be successful in a tournament setting.
Absolutely, can agree. And it looks like we're just gonna double check everything, get ourselves set up.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting matchup. I say that a lot, but this one particularly just because...
This one's actually gonna probably be Zintai's toughest.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that this is a character that can actually avoid Axel's like attempts to anti-air because she has such a good double jump. She has like a triple jump, I think, almost.
Yeah, you know, just being able to do like JD and everything,
Yeah.
like you can use that like as many times as you're in the air. Like you could just kind of like float there for a few seconds. Also being able to just close the distance with a dolphin really fast. You have to be careful. I think we're gonna see Zentai throwing out a lot of 5Ps to kind of stuff those attempts, and nip it in the bud a little bit.
Yeah,
Getting
I
started.
agree.
Mankind knew that they cannot
Gonna be
change
hopping
society.
right into it. Both players ready to go. They're fresh off of their matches from before, and they're ready and able to do so.
And we see Four-Face Buds immediately retreating to the air.
Yeah, and again, that air mobility is going to probably cause Zentai to really struggle here, either delay some of the actual anti-air attempts. Good punish with the 2K, but that's going to get bursted.
Yeah, and you're able to get a counter hit with the 2H there, but not really able to convert it off of that range. Four-Face Buds trying to bait something out with the IED jump back JH.
Nice interrupt on the volleyball. Not going to be able to get the high attack going, but does anti-air and then into the TK bomber.
Yeah, and the rainwater coming out, your plus frames 2K2D is going to be enough to take the round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Immediately coming back in. We see Zentai trying to go for these like anti-air attempts, but they're just outside of the range. Wow. Four-Face Bud just kind of sitting there after the S-Dolphin, seeing what Zentai is going to do. Water into the run-up grab.
Very good throw right there from Zentai. And actually, this is where Four-Face Button's going to try to struggle to get out of this corner. It's going to be quite a challenge here. You do finally get some damage going for Four-Face Buttons. Has to keep in mind about the burst. Uses the upward dolphin. Great protect.
Yep, and another, you see that anti-air attempt. Oh, actually messes up the command grab.
Yeah, that is definitely not where you want to be. Four-Face Buttons a little bit frustrated at that, but from before, it's going to have to try to close in and get Zentai cornered once again. Great
nice Okay, you ran forward, you have enough meter, you can do something off of a hit. You don't have meter to work with though on Zentai's side. Rainwater plus flames. Wow. And the air-to-air is finally able to delete Axel out of the game.
Yeah, first Four-Face Buttons getting these straight hits, actually capitalizing, does get the overhead kiss, and then this is a great wall bounce, going to be able to shatter off of it.
I did so much damage. I'm always surprised. Like, I'm just like, yeah, charge stage isn't going to do that much, right?
What a slide! That was perfect!
Look at that damage. That was off of a 3K RC. Wow.
I don't want to touch the dolphin ever again. I don't want the dolphin to ever hit me again.
I think I'm going to hear Totsugeki in my dreams tonight. And that's a nightmare. I might wake up in a cold
Listen,
sweat.
if I end up dreaming about dolphins, I'm blaming it on this bracket today.
Yep. Four-Face been causing so much havoc, but Zentai is saying, let me out of the water park, you know? Fortunately, that hit on a fair move, so you get a tumble knockdown. The up dolphin is a little bit plus. Look how much how much risk immediately gone.
Yeah, this is not looking. This is actually looking about even with Zentai actually just getting hit, and now the health bars are way more even than before.
And again,
it's just these tiny slight hits. What a grab though from the purple RC.
6H in the air will still cause a guard crush. It just runs forward. We were talking about this before. Four-Face Bud just kind of lets it loose sometimes, just lets it rip. And it works out in his favor so often.
It really does. I'm a little bit jealous that it does, but that's like the mind game because you're expecting to be blocking the actual dolphin.
Yeah, right? And it's just like, man, I wonder what happened here. Zentai dashing themselves out of the corner. Do not want to be there anymore. Nice air grab. We see Four-Face Buttons just repeatedly go into the air, double jumping. Axel really can't do that much about it.
Yeah, Zentai is trying to actually get a counter hit going, but hasn't been successful. There's another air grab from Four-Face Buttons.
And May is just able to jump out of that range and avoid the anti-air. block on the overhead. Ooh.
Ooh, what an overhead.
Oh no, this is gonna hit.
Oh, it does. I actually thought the dolphin might have gone over.
Oh. Tries to run up grab again, tries to let it rip just one more time. This time, finally, defies the odds and doesn't work in his favor.
Another air grab from Zintai. Zintai's been like, I think 4 for 4 pretty much with those air grabs. So has four-face buttons, but I feel like Zintai's the one that's been initiating most of those interactions than before.
Yeah, and it's really scary to do that. Just like it's scary to get burst baited. You have a little bit of meter to work with if you're four-face buttons. And nice, gets the 3K. I'm expecting the burst to come out pretty soon from Zintai.
I think that was one of the reasons why four-face buttons let it reset to try to actually get it, but that is a counter hit, and even now four-face is thinking about what to do next here in these next matches.
Yeah, you have to be really careful about going for those grabs in the corner because Axel deals with them superbly. You know, just being able to jump out and just do JH, it hits so far below him that it'll pretty much hit 100% of the time if you see a grab come out. That pressure with the S Dolphins, all of a sudden you find yourself in the corner.
And the attempt at the gold burst, but isn't gonna land here, and that's a meter that just got back, but no burst for it. But there goes this nice throw here, and an OTG as well.
Yeah, and you go for the close slash stage. Be able to get a full conversion off of the 6, or it doesn't go for the charge. Instead, going to opt for the relatively bursty combo for the kill.
That killed. Wow, that Orca does a lot.
Hey. He's like, you saw how much damage I just did?
Watch me do it again.
Again, four-face buttons just going for those grabs. Zintai not checking with a button. Honestly, I'd be scared to press buttons against me as well.
Yeah, this is a character you don't want to get counter hitting whatsoever, especially when you don't have a lot of guts like Axel. But Zintai's doing a great job with these staggers and then into the grabs. It's actually working out pretty well in his favor. But there goes the Dolphin.
Yep, able to get a pretty good conversion off of this. It opts to not finish it just to try and get that burst out of the equation.
Ooh, this is dangerous territory for Zintai. Purple
Grab.
RC. Ooh, what a tech.
Oh no, he actually burst. He was able to get a punish there if he wanted to. And then the grab, that's going to be enough to break the wall, but you still have burst. You're not going to use it.
No, it's going to be not usable with that wall break, and I actually agree. Don't use that burst so closely, especially with a character that can actually survive the full screen range.
Yeah, it's very, you don't want to put yourself back in that neutral situation because then you have to navigate that again, right? And yeah, which media burst space. Nice. The vertical dolphin, you see the IED jump backs just get out of that range trying to avoid those normals. And then the 6-8 finally hits.
Catches Zintai off guard in that very moment.
Tries to get a conversion, but unfortunately misses the H. Nice. Pushing him further to the corner so you can be able to attempt to get the wall break, but unfortunately it's not close enough to get it.
Wow, what an insta backdash. That's going to actually kill Zintai here.
Yeah, and you know, with how much slowdown that you have with like counter hits like that, it allows you to run up and get those full conversions. And with Mei doing that, it's like you better say goodbye to your health.
Yeah. Goodbye, sayonara. Four-face buttons.
Farewell.
I bid you adieu, or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember the rest. Honestly, that's why I always said that.
But four-face buttons on the cusp of able to get to that top 4, just has to win 2 rounds. Just 2 rounds to be able to get back to Marvelo.
Yeah, and you definitely want to try back. Nice combo off of the or sorry, off of the AK as well. But again, you were talking about those grabs.
Oh, that is going to be a reversal, and that's not going to be enough to actually, or rather recover fast enough to be able to punish. So this is actually low damage here for four-face buttons, and this is Zintai's round.
Yeah, but finishing off with a TK bomber is going to be more than enough damage. Zintai still down a game, but on his way back to making it even. Burst immediately coming out early in this game, but the counter hit 2H. Fortunately, doesn't lead to much of a combo.
Really good just blocks though from Four-Face Button. Oh, there goes that grab here from Zintai.
Oh yeah, this is a.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Oh wow,
no.
I'm surprised. I guess there was more wall damage than I expected. And then the far slash is going to take it. A perfect round coming out as well. All of a sudden, 2-2. This is the game 5 on our loser semifinals. Who's going to be moving on into the bracket? Will it be Zintai? Will it be Four-Face Buttons?
What will it be?
It's going to be a little Jeopardy game here. What is Axel?
What is Axel for 500?
Yep.
And then be like a question with May. Just be like, who is May for 600?
It's going to be a wall bounce. Oh my god!
This is big damage right now. That is all of Zintai's health just gone in that interaction. And again, right here with the upwards dolphin, tries to get the overhead, and there the last dolphin.
There's just so much pressure that May is able to put off, and here we are. Potential last round territory right now.
Yeah, we've seen this before though. This can end quickly as Zintai does get the throw in the air.
You see Four-Face Buttons go for the very early hit JHs.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Again, Zintai is so good with those air grabs and the snail hitting.
He has to. This has been his answer to contest May so high up.
Yep. And it's going to be a long road to get all this health back, but of course it is May. You don't want to count her out just yet in this round. Any hit could lead to something major.
I even think Zintai was going to try to go for the grab. Another throw tech though.
There's a scramble happening. Rainwater's not going to hit.
That blue RC into that 6 feet wasn't going to get it, but Four-Face Button's really close. Backdashing and avoiding the upwards dolphin, just like I bet you were going to game 3.
Just like that. The last round of this explosive set between these two players. We've seen so many air grabs, we've seen so much action happening, but who's going to be able to take it out in the end? The burst is now gone. Odds are in Zintai's favor.
Those air grabs on the recovery that Four-Face Buttons keeps getting caught in has been great. Beautiful burst bait. That was perfect opportunity.
And that is a close slash starter. It's going to be so much damage. And the wall break as well.
Gosh.
What a conversion. All of a sudden, it turned around. The advantage was in Zintai's favor. The up dolphin.
That's it,
and you have super. Or RC. And that's it. Oh my gosh.
You can
Good.
definitely hear Buttons.
Yeah,
Very happy about that.
Popping off. Deservedly. Wow.
I could actually see him mashing like on his controller. Like,
Yeah.
I need this. Just give me the red RC so I can make sure this lands.
Yes. You heard the preemptive pop up too.
Yes.
You heard the 6H charging. He's like, let's go. I'm just like, wow.
Now he's got to face Marvelo. That's the next
Man.
one.
I mean, honestly, don't think it will go as bad. Even though, of course, Marvelo, great player,
Oh yeah,
great character. May exist. Yeah,
That's a one-touch death, like, character to chip.
Yeah, of course. Like,
Actually, now that I think about that.
yeah, that's the
gonna be
scary
really
thing.
scary.
Because
Yeah.
if you get like a close slash, or if you get like a 5H like counter hit, like you actually like not just like joking, you might be dead.
No, that's gonna be Marvelo's challenge. I think what really comes down to between these two is honestly like the player side of things. Like we see Four-Face Buttons really like. I'm kind of actually shocked at the stamina that he's been like really showing in these matches for that very reason.
Yeah, and of course this is our losers final set as well. So the winner of this will be moving on to grand finals to face off against MFCR, correct?
Yes, that is grand finals with MFCR.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you said semi, but then I realized no, you said grand.
Oh yeah, grand finals. I'm so tired at this point that I might have said that. You know?
The good news is that, like, unlike other games, stride goes super fast, so that's like always a positive.
Yeah. Imagine commentating all of this.
Ooh, that's huge damage right here.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Wait.
No punish off of the DP or and the burst.
Yeah, and Marvelo answering right back with a DP, but blocking the Rekka 3. Oh, just goes for the grab. You have a safe jump here. FD being held by Marvelo. You don't want May to be close to you.
I like that upward dolphin. It's almost like a stagger because as Marvelo is waiting for the horizontal dolphin, I'd be able to stagger on the 2K into the dust. That's crazy.
Wow. Just run up, tap dust. And then, you know, there's so much mental stack happening that you don't know what might be going on. Dolphins coming out for face buttons and using. We are SeaWorld out here.
Oh, what a counter hit, but no counter hit again with that whip grab. That's like a no punish. You have to take care of those.
Yeah, and look how much damage has been going off on Marvelo just from like these pokes that have been happening.
Yeah, this is good for force face buttons in terms of health, but he has to capitalize. There goes that air to air. Still in the favor of force face buttons. Gets the grab.
The force face classic. Force face grabbers.
Yeah, Marvelo's like, are you serious, my guy?
Honestly, I'm not surprised at this point. With how often force face buttons has been going for that, it's almost a given, right?
Yeah, it pretty much is, yeah.
Just block coming out from Marvelo on the 3K round start allows him to get a pretty good finish. And the burst going away from force face buttons.
Marvelo's playing a little more aggressive here. Yep, able to get the overdrive. Even force face buttons is shaking his head right now. He just knows that he got hit by it, so we're now back on the full, rather close game into the corner once again. Gonna try to get out of here, but that 5K into some of these small counter hits.
Yeah, that's a perfect 6 golden letters.
Isn't it 7?
It is. I think there was a joke one time with Street Fighter 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now you just confused my head. Because I don't know if it's 6 or 7.
No, it is 7. It is
Okay.
7. It is 7. I just remember hearing that one time and I was like, wait a second.
Oh, great burst here from Marvelo. Force face buttons though getting hit by the upwards dolphin, but then now trying to swipe here and grab a counter hit, but Marvelo just keeps getting caught in the grabs.
Yep, and you see force face buttons also saving the burst there. Oh, a trade. I wonder what was best there.
I think that was 2K, and then
Yep.
for Marvelo was like slash 2S maybe. It looked like a 2S, or it might have been a 2K, knowing that he's been playing with 2K as his like poke button.
Yep. You see these whiff punishes are like barely just out of range. DP? Okay. Whew.
Purple
Command
RC.
grab?
Oh,
Yeah.
great call out here from Marvelo, but does get caught in the burst and pushed back into the corner. There's the overdrive. Even buttons, it's like his hands in his chest, or his head in his hands.
Yep. Definitely a whiff 2H is like something that you don't want to see, but Marvelo's not confirming.
This is
Winner,
really
though.
great defense right now from force face buttons. But still getting opened up here and there. The 5K actually opening up force face
Yeah.
and to be able to actually kill here.
A very good response back from Marvelo. Both of these players on the Flint Gaming side, it's a teammate shoot down right now.
For real, that's right. They're both from Flint.
Yep. Oh man. Taking a brief moment of respite just to kind of think about what happened. Let's start 5K. Two Dolphins. Nice block. Nice just block as well. The defense of both players being showcased a lot in this matchup. Of course, May, you have to be very careful with what you press against Chip.
Yeah, you really do. This is pretty much a burst save combo, so Foreface will be able to wall break here. That is a lot of damage again.
Honestly, I was expecting more. I get surprised when I don't see like more damage.
Oh, wow, that was so fast. I got hit as well. Nice
And
block on the YRC. And Marvelo really catching Foreface buttons and actually calling out some of the defense mechanism. Foreface buttons trying to go for the grab and it's gonna whiff.
And a nice 6P from Marvelo. Gonna be able to 6P RC take the round with a combo. Foreface buttons going for the round start 5H, trying to get a counter hit trying to deal as much damage as possible, and the burst is now gone from Marvelo.
Bursting a bit early to keep 4-face buttons in the corner. But wow, that reached. Very well done. Could be using the red RC, and then of course blocking the burst, the delay. That was so smart, calling out again. That was a bit of a wall slump too.
Yeah, able to kind of do that alpha blade into a mix-up. Able to get the 2K2D into Rekka with the super. It's not going to be enough to kill just yet, but you are one hit away from
really
that.
Scaled. I'm actually kind of sad that it scaled for Marvelo, but the 2K, nothing there yet.
You actually do have to be careful with as Marvelo, but it doesn't even matter. 6K. Going to take the round. 2-1 in favor of Marvelo for our losers finals. One step closer to being in grand finals against MFCR. Nice just one. Makes that frame data for May just a little bit worse.
Yeah, I noticed too that they've also been hitting with scrambles, and it's been like Marvelo that's really been able to capitalize.
Yeah, and able to get a frame trap out there with the close slash into a delayed 2H. Taking a lot of damage to the table. 2Ks getting a lot of pressure. You see 4-face buttons go for the IEDJH so much. It is hard to approach with.
Yeah, Marvelo's waiting for the right moment, right time, and there you go, that 5K into the 2KD. And then again, with the overhead, we're able to actually get the wall bounce combo, and we'll be able to break the wall here.
Yep. And Alpha Blade going to be able to take the round. Marvelo on match point. Can move on to grand finals. Will 4-face buttons be able to answer that? In the gold burst, this is exactly the first step you need to take. Marvelo, try to make that not happen. And the 6H. But this is...
Oh, that's a great opportunity, but Marvelo able to get out of the stagger state just in time and actually avoid the overhead kiss. Ooh, what a 5P reversal, but still getting caught by the reversal Orca.
It is so much damage. Unfortunately, you don't have any more meters, so but you will be able to actually jump.
Very nice YRC. This actually could be it.
What a conversion from Marvelo. This is not going to kill, however.
It's a pixel of health. Has to be careful. We've seen a pixel of health, but the 5 or 6P anti-air. Marvelo popping off just a little bit, knowing that he avoided a whole dolphin.
I want to say that this entire tournament, if you go back and watch a lot of Marvelo's matches, his 6Ps have been immaculate on the spot, being able to punish, like, I want to say with like 90% hits on 6P.
Yeah.
You know, being able to call that out, and Chip having a pretty good 6P as well, and being able to convert off of it pretty well. But now, we are moving on to grand finals between MFCR and Marvelo. Central Florida versus South Florida. We've seen this matchup many a times. We've seen the players many a times. We'll finally see who will be our April Juicy Monthly Champion.
Yeah, this is going to be a rematch. MFCR, so actually Marvelo not really dropping a game per se until meeting MFCR in the winners finals, and has been waiting patiently in the losers finals side of things. And now we're back in grand finals.
Yeah, and again, I want to see how Marvelo will change the gameplay a little bit.
Yeah.
It really seemed like that MFCR was like in command of a lot of stuff that was happening. However, Marvelo being one of those players that is able to adapt to those changes, you know, you kind of playing at this high of a level, that's like kind of a given, right? Like you have the ability to do that more so than other players.
Yeah, totally agree with you here. And we are, I almost kind of expect that this might go to a bracket reset in the way.
I really hope so. I really hope so.
I have a feeling that it might. Just because I'm seeing Marvelo like trying to really adjust, and he's even like focusing up, whereas MFCR, he's just getting ready.
Yeah, you know, he's
it's just
been,
another day on the job.
Exactly. He's been, you know, sitting in the background watching all these matches happen while he waits for his grand finals match. And I wonder if, you know, that will help him kind of build his game plan. Or maybe he doesn't even need to change the game plan.
Maybe. I know that he's been playing more aggressive, and when we see MFCR playing aggressive, that's a good thing.
Actually, the 2D is going to be a little... And a nice backdash with the command grab attempt. Go for the guard crush and the anti-air back turn P. Oh,
Wow.
nice grab.
That was a great call out on Marvelo's blue RC to then do the purple and actually get the grab going. And what a great punish and conversion off of it too.
Yeah, just enough to kill. You couldn't pretty much done anything there. Wow, actually getting hit by the 2D. I don't think even MFCR was ready for that. Nice barre on the attempt of the run up from Marvelo.
Yeah, these staggers are nice.
Oh, wow.
I hate that those moves whiff, but then you get those counter hits and it just works so well.
And the burst coming out from Marvelo, you just see MFCR sitting there at range ready for it. A fast first game for MFCR.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to character select. I think yeah, Marvelo's gonna stay with Chip. I think it's just a matter of getting the song change going. We're going to a Ram Lethal song. Okay.
I actually really like the Ram song. You know, good choice.
Yeah.
I think it's the power-up that we talk about so many times before. Once they switch to either their characters or a song that they like, you gotta immerse yourself a little bit more in the gameplay. It allows you to play at a higher level. Going to Ultra Instinct Marvelo now.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Again, that's our situation.
Also going to character select is gonna slow MFCR just a bit down, and already Marvelo's starting to look a lot better here.
Yep. See him super jump up into nothing with the Rekka. A situation we've seen so many times with Chip and Marvelo in this tournament.
Safe jumps here happening, and then going for the fast RC cancel into the teleport. Once again, this is that infinite, and actually catching the low, but backdashing it off of that.
Yeah, and tries to bait something out there, going for the 2H, and this is going to be enough to kill.
Yeah, good choice from MFCR to also not burst here. Keep that meter useful.
Yeah, and it's going to be the first step that he has to take to, you know, beating MFCR just in the reset, let alone. Uh-oh. He's not grabbing.
Oh, what a far slash. And then there goes that overhead into the dash cancel.
Oh, and a nice 5 anti-air 5P.
Yeah, that stopped that jump dust, I think, from so low.
Yeah.
What a flash kick.
Oh!
A great usage of meter to actually get onto the other side.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to fully confirm, and then we see the Rekka cancel again to get the third hit on Oki. You're not going to get meter, but you will be able to get the wall break. Still a very precarious situation for Chip, as any hit could be death. And just the 2D. Yeah, just like that, literally anything.
Yeah, MFCR is getting close to going to up on the board 2-0 if he's able to actually get this round. But he is looking really solid.
Oh, and the JH is actually going to be enough. Actually, now you put yourself in the corner. And a nice burst from Marvelo. You kind of have to in that situation. And the 2Ks clash. 0 to a full combo.
Oh, there goes the overdrive. And we're going to go to the next part of the stage with that hard knockdown.
Over by the lava. You're going to get hit. BRC.
Oh, I whiff. Actually, that whole teleport whiffing in completion. The fast RC, but great defense from Marvelo, and he's trying to block, but he still gets caught in the vortex with the 2K.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You're going to build enough meter for super as well. It's not. Is it going to kill? Actually, I'm not sure. It's going to be so close.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so close.
Yeah, and just like that.
There's a DP though.
You're going to get burst back just in time, I think.
He doesn't need it just yet. Oh!
Wow. Wow. He had the burst available, but I'm not sure if he knew if that hit was going to work or not.
Games are tied up 1-1 right now between Marvelo versus MFCR. What a clutchness of games. A great flash kick here. And actually going for the grab to get the side switch. And another grab. You're getting punished for it.
Yep, we don't have meter for the super, however, but Chip being a flimsy character like he is, this next hit could mean anything. Nice block from MFCR.
Yeah, this is great defense here from MFCR. And actually getting the tap dust. And I actually agree with Marvelo. Don't use that burst. You're already kind of dead there.
Yeah, and because even if you do use the burst there, you're back in a situation where MFCR has so much health, and your chip with like 0 HP. However,
The backdash and then into the grab to punish.
yep. Again, no meter for super, but look how much damage that did just on its own. Again, Marvelo just sitting there at the range, trying to beat out the burst with the red RC up.
Yeah, you have to burst here, Marvelo, as you do have this meter, but you're going to try to get in. There goes the 2K, 2E into the Rekkas.
Yep. Oh, you can grab here, yep. You run forward, you have Oki, and you actually cross up. There was room to cross up. I didn't think he was actually going to do it, though.
MFCR right now, 2-1 against Marvelo.
Yep, so close, on the brink of winning the entire tournament here at the Juicy Monthly. The burst is already gone for Marvelo, and goes for the DP, but Marvelo knows.
Good early burst here from MFCR. I know Marvelo was trying to go for that dust. It's been like the setup mostly, but was just not high enough. This is a wall bounce though. That's gonna hurt into the wall, into the slam.
With the cross up.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so mad for him.
The Leo Vortex is just so much going on. Oh my gosh.
The parry stance still hitting.
It goes to 6P into 6P, but finally the just block from Marvelo allows an opening to pit MFCR in the corner. Able to jump out, but not punishing the raw 2H. He's kind of content to just wait here and gets the 6P, and this is going to be wall slump as well. What's the mix going to be? Into command grab.
That's the best choice for Marvelo right now.
Yeah, goes for the cross up.
Oh no.
Nice.
Okay,
Can you get the meter?
Yep.
Nice. Good
that
stuff.
was clean there from Marvelo, actually backdashing and avoiding the overhead to actually go ahead and punish. On top of that, just playing so clean.
Yep, and a nice block from MFCR. That is so hard to see a lot of the time. And a nice read from Marvelo on the DP. Burst now no longer an option. However, for Marvelo, it just came back online. Like a 3 mix into the cross-up.
Choosing to go into the projectile, I'm not too sure if I agree with it per se, but you know, it does work. There goes the grab from MFCR.
Yeah,
Marvelo now actually going ahead and using the his burst.
Yeah, goes for the JH off of the RC, but gets the hit on the JD. This is going to do so much damage, but unfortunately not going to kill just yet. You have the corner. JP? Yeah.
Okay, good 2K. That's actually going to stop MFCR from grabbing Marvelo here.
To kill, and then
There
the
it goes.
backdash gets caught by the Alpha Blade. It is now 2-2. Marvelo 1 game away from resetting the bracket.
I almost felt like MFCR was Leo and being the lion and just kind of like,
Oh yeah. I see the 2D. It's taking the blade.
great counter hit. MFCR having to use burst. If not, that would have been a wall break situation for Marvelo.
Oh wow, that was so... I didn't know that was a thing. Didn't know you could do that. However, the next hit has the possibility to wall slump. You have to be very careful.
Tried to actually go for the parry. It wasn't a bad chance, but it did leave him open for Marvelo to go ahead and then end here with this overdrive.
It is so interesting to see like the micro interactions with this matchup. You see them both playing at a very specific range.
Just walks, they're so important, but you have to be careful on your timing.
Ooh, almost a first hit. Doesn't get the conversion, however. Oh,
Great
nice.
grab.
Just runs forward and does it. That
Oh,
clashed.
And
it
the
goes for
DP
another.
actually won there. There goes this grab here.
Yeah,
Crucial.
unfortunately, the FD is going to put him out of range to do anything. Marvelo applying the pressure. I'm expecting a YRC right now, and you see Marvelo thinking the same thing, just going for 2K.
Believe it or not, I'm actually expecting MFCR to do a flash kick at some point, but there we go. There's this one. Still have a lot of help to work with, but actually
my
wakes
God.
up grabbing the parry. Oh no! Went and dashed up into the grab, and that is MFCR's round.
Betting it all on another, I guess he was thinking he was going to DP again, so he's going to go for the grab, but unfortunately misses. It was just a little bit mistimed. Nice just block. Not grabbing MFCR on the H cross-up though.
There goes the projectile. Again, that decision to end in projectile, knowing that the burst is so close, tries to go for the overhead.
And then you see MFCR reading the backdash, so he just runs forwards and does back turn S.
I love the purple cancel RC. There goes the burst. Was very cautious of it.
Nice
Blocks the burst!
burst.
And this might be actually it as... Oh no!
No.
He resets it. He resets it because he's going to try to go for the tap dust, and there it goes! MFCR is your April Juicy Monthly Champion for Guilty Gear Strive.
Man, very, very nice from MFCR being able to pick it up at the end there. I know he wanted to do the regular super there at the end, but I think he got a misinput. However,
I think he was scared it was going to scale. And then the problem is that you have to decide, do you go for the heart knockdown or do you go for the reset?